Welcome to FactSpeak channel. Before to start, please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get notified on our new videos. Today, we will investigate our special topic: Top 10 Notable Recreations of Long Gone Things. 1. The recreation of ancient Egyptian pyramids and tombs. Archaeologists and Egyptologists have used a combination of historical records, textual evidence, and physical evidence found on site to recreate the layout and design of ancient Egyptian pyramids and tombs. This includes the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest and most well-known pyramid in Egypt, as well as other famous pyramids such as the Pyramid of Djoser and the Pyramid of Khafra. The process of reconstruction involves studying the original plans and architectural techniques used in the construction of these monuments, as well as examining the hieroglyphics and inscriptions found inside. 2. The reconstruction of ancient Greek and Roman architecture and cityscapes. Architects and historians have used a combination of historical records, textual evidence, and physical evidence found on site to recreate the layout and design of ancient Greek and Roman architecture and cityscapes. This includes famous structures such as the Acropolis in Athens, which includes the Parthenon Temple and the Erechtheion, as well as the Roman Forum in Rome, which includes the Temple of Saturn and the Temple of Vespasian and Titus. The process of reconstruction involves studying the original plans and architectural techniques used in the construction of these monuments, as well as examining the inscriptions and sculptures found on site. 3. The rebuilding of historical ships and ships of the past. Marine archaeologists and naval historians have used a combination of historical records, textual evidence, and physical evidence found on site to rebuild historical ships and ships of the past. This includes the replica of Christopher Columbus Santa Maria, which was built using original 15th century shipbuilding techniques, as well as the reconstruction of the Viking ship Gokstad, which was discovered in a burial mound in Norway in the 19th century. The process of reconstruction involves studying the original plans and shipbuilding techniques used in the construction of these ships, as well as examining the artifacts and materials found on site. 4. The restoration of historical buildings and landmarks. Architects and preservationists have used a combination of historical records, textual evidence, and physical evidence found on site to restore historical buildings and landmarks. This includes the rebuilding of the Great Wall of China, which was built over a period of centuries to protect China from invasions, as well as the restoration of Notre Dame de Paris, which was severely damaged in a fire in 2019. The process of restoration involves studying the original plans and architectural techniques used in the construction of these buildings, as well as examining the materials and artifacts found on site. 5. Reenactments of historical events. Historians and reenactment enthusiasts have used a combination of historical records and textual evidence to reenact historical events. This includes the Battle of Waterloo, which was fought in 1815 between the French and the British and their allies, as well as the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which took place in 1776 and marked the birth of the United States. Reenactments are used to bring history to life, to educate people about the past and to give a sense of what it was like to live in that time period. 6. The recreation of the Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army is a collection of thousands of life-size terracotta sculptures depicting the armies of the first Chinese emperor, Qin Shi Huang. The original army was discovered in 1974 by local farmers near Shen, China, and it is considered one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The process of recreation involves creating new sculptures using the same techniques and materials as the original, as well as studying the inscriptions and other artifacts found at the site. 7. The recreation of King Tutankhamun's tomb. King Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered in 1922 by archaeologist Howard Carter, and it is considered one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The tomb contained a wealth of artifacts, including a solid gold coffin and a mask of the king. The process of recreation involves creating new replicas of the artifacts and tomb decorations using the same techniques and materials as the original, as well as studying the inscriptions and other artifacts found in the tomb. 8. The recreation of the Angkor Wat Temple Complex. The Angkor Wat Temple Complex is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Cambodia and is considered one of the most important archaeological sites in Southeast Asia. The temple complex was built between the 9th and 15th centuries and it is considered a masterpiece of Khmer architecture. The process of recreation involves restoring the temples using the same techniques and materials as the original, as well as studying the inscriptions and other artifacts found at the site. 9. The recreation of the Palace of Versailles. The Palace of Versailles is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in France and it was built in the 17th century as a royal residence for the French monarchy. The palace is considered one of the most important examples of French Baroque architecture and it contains a wealth of art and artifacts. The process of recreation involves restoring the palace using the same techniques and materials as the original, as well as studying the inscriptions and other artifacts found in the palace. 10. The recreation of the Mayan ruins of Chichen Itza. The Mayan ruins of Chichen Itza are a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Mexico, and it was built between the 9th and 12th century. The ruins are considered one of the most important examples of Mayan architecture, and it contains a wealth of inscriptions and other artifacts. The process of recreation involves restoring the ruins using the same techniques and materials as the original, as well as studying the inscriptions and other artifacts found at the site. Please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get notified on our new videos.